Analysts predict what will happen to Nigeria if the Naira continues its downfall. Welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. Economic analysts have predicted that unless urgent steps are taken to rescue the Naira, the country's economy will downhill. According to them, the depreciation of a country's currency only works in an economy with a robust export policy. They state that the current CBN governor should be relieved of his duty if the country is serious about saving the Naira. Nigerians were alarmed on Wednesday, July 27, 2022, when news filtered in that the Nigerian currency has fallen to its lowest in history at 710 Naira per dollar in the parallel market. The news threw jitters down the spine of many who saw the fall as a crash of the economy under the watch of President Muhammadu Buhari and the Central Bank of Nigeria's governor, Godwin Emefiele. The Naira has fallen by 80% since 2015. Experts have predicted that the Emefiele-led Central Bank of Nigeria is helpless and will actually drive the Naira above 700 per dollar, as reported in this news article. Under Emefiele, the Naira has lost 80% of its value. Before he mounted a saddle at the Central Bank of Nigeria in 2015, the Naira exchanged for $119 and has soared above 80% since then. Analysts predict that if a drastic decision is not taken, the Naira will crash to 1,000 per dollar before December. A top economist and a former member of Lagos Chamber of Commerce and Industry who spoke with Legit.ng on the condition of anonymity stated that the Central Bank of Nigeria boss is incapable of rescuing the Naira on its downward spiral. According to him, if Emefiele is not relieved of his duty immediately, the Naira will fall below 1,000 Naira per dollar and Nigeria may be headed the way of Venezuela and Zimbabwe. He said, Emefiele needs to step down or be made to step down if Nigeria is serious about saving the Naira. As it is now, the local currency is headed towards 1,000 Naira per dollar and Nigeria may end up like Venezuela or of Zimbabwe. Despite assurances by the Central Bank of Nigeria that the current fall of the Naira will be halted, experts have blamed the decline on excess liquidity in the country and asked the CBN to take urgent steps to mop the liquidity and rescue the Naira. According to them, it is about to get worse for the economy should the current trend continue. Others have absorbed Emefiele from the fall of the Naira, saying Buhari's government has no economic plan and blueprint to export to generate the needed foreign exchange, like what the CBN is doing with RT200, a scheme by the Apex Bank to encourage non-oil export and forex for Nigeria. Impact of the fall on the economy. They also state that with the fall of the Naira, exports will be cheaper and imports will be more expensive. They state that devaluation of a country's currency is only good for a productive economy and not a consumption economy. Justin Ugu, a financial analyst and a banker, told Legit.ng that Nigeria should not expect to benefit from the devaluation of the Naira. Ugu said, Nigeria is a consumption economy and imports virtually all essential commodities, so the fall of the Naira is bad for the economy. The fall of the Naira is actually a minus for the economy. Below are the impact of the depreciation of a country's currency. Exports will be cheaper, imports will become more expensive. For example, a depreciation of a dollar makes US exports more competitive, but it raises the cost of importing goods into the United States. Therefore, there will be an increase in exports and a decrease in the quantity of imports. Domestic firms will benefit from increased sales. This may lead to job creation and lower unemployment, especially in export industries. The increase in XM will help increase aggregate demand AD and therefore lead to high economic growth. The effect of a depreciation in the exchange rate, they say, depends on the state of the economy. If the economy is growing quickly and close to full capacity, then a fall in the exchange rate is likely to increase inflationary pressures. In a recession, the fall in the exchange rate may only cause some temporary cost-push inflation. Nigeria's knock Emefiele over continuous fall of the Naira local currency to hit 700 Naira per dollar soon. Recall that news report that last week the dollar hit the same parity as the euro, the first in 20 years, and experts say this has sent other currencies tumbling in the international market. The strong showing of a dollar, experts predict, will set off an economic tsunami for weaker economics around the world, whose currency would further be eroded. Though good for the United States economy, the predictions are not really good for other countries, especially economies with economic ties to the United States of Nigeria. Hey, when you have somebody who is competent at the center and he is actually in that particular position because he wants to make the country better, he is going to put in people who thinks along who has the same goal or objective as his. The people that is going to be putting in strategic places, be it economy, be it judiciary, be it anywhere, any appointment, he will make sure he puts in people who knows the onions. He won't take in a space where he's supposed to, for instance, he needs a surgeon, the best hand. He's not going to take someone who sells suya in the market and puts there. No, because they use the same tool. No. He will not take where he's supposed to be putting somebody who is, let's say, the best engineer. He will not take somebody who is, let's say, for instance, permits me to use maybe someone who does not even have anything to do with the engineering field. You see, that is what is causing the problem. Whenever you sacrifice merit for favoritism, for nepotism, for ethnicism and tribalism, I tell you, the consequences, no be my mind, the consequences are always grave. You pay, as in you pay through your nose for that mirror or for that mistake or for that error. Okay, the governor of the central bank is very incompetent. He should be a cashier in the bank and not a governor. When Chukwuma Soludo was the governor, Naira was stable to dollar for a long time. If Nigerians foolishly allow this incompetent or progressive Congress to rule Nigeria again, the country will be worse than Sri Lanka, Malawi. The only savior of Nigeria at this moment is ex-Governor P2B, not that master of all, not that master of all Agboro in Lagos State, who is worse than Buhari. This is not about Soludo. This is about our elites abandoning Naira for dollars because the dollars are easy for them to carry, as we are no more a productive nation. My dear, a lot of things are wrong with our country. I just hope that we can at least get them right before it ruins us. Okay, on this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time.